Hi, ladies. Hi, Liz. Hi, Susan. Tanya, Vicky. Howdy. It's Taco Tuesday. Oh, I love Taco Tuesday. Hi, Ann. How are you guys? So, I told you guys that I would have done some collage, but I haven't, guys. So, I thought maybe we could work on this one of the little junk journals we made last week. Hi, Constance. How are you? Hi, Renee. Hi, Sherry. You guys, I did not have a chance to, I have been up to my ears in papers, and I did not have a chance to work on my journal. I haven't really done much crafting. Hi, Kayla. Hi, Carla. Hi, Jennifer. Has everybody been joining Carla on Sundays for her Football Widow series? I hope you have. I haven't had a chance to. I've been meaning to, but I've just been a little bit overwhelmed with my own ridiculousness. We're happy to see you, Jen. I did get to catch a tiny bit of you earlier today, Carla, but then I had to run out, so I got to catch a tiny bit before I had to run out, and then I missed all the good stuff. Hi, Jan. And everybody say hey to Pat. I don't know if she can chat, but just everybody send their love to Pat. Hi, Pat. I'm so glad you guys are all getting to know each other and hanging out. And if you guys haven't gotten to see Carla, her YouTube channel is called Caged Fish, and she live streams every Tuesday and Sunday. Tuesday and Sunday. So I thought maybe I can make some stuff for this. I have been so ridiculously busy. It's not been fun. But I'm hoping that there's some light at the end of my tunnel soon, so that's one good thing, is the light at the end of the tunnel. Yes, everybody's saying hi, Pat. Hi, Pat. Yeah, she doesn't. Pat can't chat with us, but she's here with us. And so tell me how your week has gone. My volume is low. Okay. Guys, I have done 0 to my computer, but you know what? I'm going to see if I can fix it now. Let me see. Let me get that up high, and let me just go to, let me see. Thanks for telling me, Susan. Thanks for telling me early on. I do not change anything, so I don't know whether it is, I can't even tell you guys what it is, okay? Is that better? Is that better, Susan? I haven't changed anything on my computer. Much better? Oh, good. You guys, I think it has a system's default, and it does its own thing even when I'm not doing anything, which is so ridiculous, but that is just how it works. Oh, good, good, good. It's really loud? Okay, so I'm sorry. Can you guys then turn yours down so that whoever can't hear, whoever wants to hear, I mean, you know, I get complaints. It's either too loud or too soft. So, how many of you guys made a junk journal with me last week out of our mail and stuff? You guys, I have managed to lose my needle. This is so ridiculous. Okay, so I won't be sewing. Maybe I will sew together another one. Maybe here is a needle. How many of you guys made a... I'm going to leave mine loud. You know what? Joyce, how are you? And I'm happy you're here. I think it is just my ridiculousness, okay? So how many of you guys made a couple of the junk journals that we made last week? We made this one with the envelope and the painty paper and then just some coffee dyed paper. We made this one with the brown paper bag and the brown paper bag, and just some random papers. And they're all small, so they're really doable. And then we made this one from our junk mail, and then I painted more junk mail, but I didn't sew it together. This one I unsewed because, you guys, did you see what I did? I put it in backwards. See, this tells you how my day goes some days, right? So how many of you guys made any of these little junk journals with us last week? Where's the upside down paper? Here it is. See the upside down paper, you guys? See? My upside down paper right here. So for those of you that made a junk journal with us last week, I'm thinking I may, oh, you guys, I may glue some stuff in one of them, or we can decorate the other one. This is the paper that's upside down, and I probably moved it all so that it's not going to be lining up. But I need to do something on the inside of this anyway. That's the other thing, is that I thought about making a little thing so it's like a pocket, and then, I don't know. Okay, what was about Scotty? Hi, Lori. You started yours, Virginia. Awesome. You made one too, Kayla. Good. Oh, so Scotty, your journal is all about the South. I really love your journal. It's awesome. Yeah, I guess I could put some fish bits in it. I have my own version of Carla's fish bits, but I don't have any of her fish bits. So what is your vote, you guys? Do you want to work in the plain one and just to deck the plain one out? Or do you want to work in the junk mail one? Or I have two junk mail ones and a plain one. And I have my jelly plate right here, but I'm going to move it. And whoever was complaining last week about my messy jelly plate, look, it's clean. I soaked it. It's clean now. You're going to keep working on it, Scotty? I think it came out great. And this is my stamp, like Carla has, that I got as a gift from my sister. And I used mine with, oh, I'll show you guys. I used it with those Lindy Stamp Gang sprays, and I like the way it came out. Let me show you. Let me put my needle before I lose it. Okay. Let me show you. Because my desk is a mess. This table is really small. This is like an antique, tiny antique card table, and it has a big table lamp on it and my computer. You guys, what you see, this is exactly the room that I have to work. That's it. It's like so silly, but that's what it is. And I have my mess here. I'm not neat like Carla. If you guys have watched Carla, she's a fabulously neat crafter. I am not neat like Carla. Okay, I wanted to show you, yes, okay, I used really cheap acrylic paint on my chalkboard paint with the circles, right? In honor of Carla. And then wait till you see, let me show you some of the painty papers I made. And I used it with those Lindy Stamp Gang sprays. Let me see, I know I have it in here somewhere. You guys know me and my love for painty papers. If you guys haven't made painty papers, do it. It's just so fun, and it's really addictive, and it's a great way to use up your book pages. Okay, here we go. This is the circles with Lindy Stamp Gang spray. Well, I don't have any sidelines, Carla. My sidelines would be the floor right here. But don't you think it looks cool with those Lindy Stamp Gang sprays? I do. And I have a fan on today. Usually I don't have a... I had to clean my jelly plate before the company showed up. Yeah, that's right, Dawn. So it works. So if you want to use those Lindy Stamp Gang sprays, they work really good on a rubber stamp. I don't know if they'll work on a clear stamp, but I imagine they would. But I like the way it came out. What do you guys think? So, and wait, here's another one. Like, look, same Lindy Stamp Gang sprays. I'm liking it. Guys, I'm in love with painty papers. I was having a stressful moment a couple days ago, so I didn't work in my journal, but I made a bunch of painting papers. I am making this journal that I'm really in love with, but I haven't gotten it to a point where I want to share it with anybody. But when I do, I'll share it with you guys. Same stamp with cheap white acrylic paint. I should see the floor piles by you. Oh my gosh, Carla, mine's bad. What's worse is that the dog tries to get in my lap and then she steps on all my painting papers and all my stuff. Hi, Amberly. So these are just some of my painting papers. So what I do is, like, whenever I have a little paint, take the credit card and rub it on, you know, and then I go back and I work on them when I'm feeling stressed out, and I've had a few stressful days, so I've made some painted papers. So, and I usually paint them only on one side, sometimes two, but most of the time one. And these are from those Reader's Digest books that I love the covers of, but the pages are not great. Like, they're better to use as collage elements than they are as, like, junk journal pages. Okay, so what do you guys vote? Shall we doctor up the nice journal, or shall I work more on the trashy journal? You guys give me the 411. What do you think? I'm in love with painting papers. It's ridiculous. And today I'm drinking mint tea instead of my usual green tea. I have some mint tea going on today. My desk is really, you guys, the whole desk, the whole area of the desk is just this, like, large express mailbox that was used, that I folded in half and used as my cutting mat. And then there's some tiny extraneous room around it, but not much. Like, here's the edge. Like, you can see the floor right here. And the other one goes just a little bit further, like, past my tea glass. It's a very small space. You want me to work on the trashy journal? Okay. Well, I have two trashy journals going on. I kind of like how these painted papers came out, and I kind of like how this journal is. I haven't quite decided, but I want to do something really nice for the cover. Like, I was thinking I might paint something, or I have a bird book that I've cut apart. Well, that was falling apart, rather, and maybe I'll fussy cut a bird for it. I haven't quite decided. But if you guys haven't made one of these envelope journals, it's so fast and so fun, really easy. You can get these. You guys get them really much less expensive than I do. You can get them really cheap at the dollar store. I think they come 10 in a package, right? For $1, or maybe even 2 packages for $1. They make great journals. Now, this one doesn't have any Mod Podge or anything on it, but if you wanted to put some sealer on it, it makes it, you know, super shiny, kind of fun thing. So let me just clean my desk off just a tiny bit. You guys, this is my painty paper that I have been using. This is, like, somebody asked me, it's the back side of contact paper. You know, I took the contact paper off and used it to make something waterproof, or as near waterproof as you can, and I saved this because this is great to paint on. And I may end up using this as some components or cut it up. So Amberly's making a stationery set. Awesome. So, you know, before you go and pitch your stuff, think about, oh, that might be good. I mean, this would make a good page in a trashy journal. I could also cut it up and make embellishments with it. And then, of course, I have my go-to wax paper, my kitchen wax paper that I paint on top of all the time. And that makes a great cover too, or makes great additions to any sort of painty, gluey thing. So tell me what you guys are all working on. Hi, lurkers. Say hey, lurkers. For all you lurkers out there, say hey. So I'll clean my desk up just a tiny bit, and then we can work on one of these two little trashy junk journals that I've got going on. I'm going to move my stamps and my painting papers. And if you guys haven't made a trashy junk journal, they're so fun to make. They're not difficult, very easy to make, fun. And if you make them, I know inevitably one of you guys is going to say, what do you do with it? Anything you want. Okay, if you guys ever head over to Carla's channel and watch, she makes amazing glue books. You could use these for your base of your glue book. You could use this for your base of your glue book. You could use it for an art journal. You could use it any way you want. If I'm going to work in this one, though, I want to reinforce the cover because it definitely needs something. I mean, it's just wasn't like a bill envelope that I opened up. And then I can sew it together. Let me just see what I have that might be nice for the inside. But I want to leave this, I want to leave the window that I can see out of it. So you're getting your envelopes out of junk mail? I use all the junk mail. You guys, I think it's probably a bit, you know, you don't have to keep everything. You know, only keep what you want to keep. It's not necessary to keep everything just because I do. I have my own junk mail issues, girls, my own junk mail. Maybe I'll put this as the inside of my, I don't have something that's going to be the best size, so I may have to do two. I may have to glue in 2 pieces of something. This is just a jelly printed magazine page. Yeah, I'm going to need 2 pages of something. Maybe I'll use these 2. So tell me how your week's gone, girls. I want to hear all about your week. I want to hear what's going on with you. I want to hear what you guys have been up to. I'm excited to show you guys my journal when I get it just a little bit into a better place. The truth is I haven't had a chance to, I've worked on it a little bit every day, but I know once I show it to you, you guys are going to say, show me how to do it. And I'm not even to that part yet. So, not even there yet. So I can't show you something I don't know yet. I haven't. Hi, Pam. Hi, BJ. You're looking at your Sonic lid to see what you can do with it. Scotty, I have the same dilemma. It was trash day this morning. I did throw out a bunch of stuff, and I do recycle every day, guys. So the only thing that I do want to do is I don't want to glue down my pocket. I want to leave. That's the one thing that I want to leave. Where I want to cut my. Yeah, this is what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my template. I'm going to cut my piece of junk mail, and then I'm going to put something in the window because I don't want to cut the window of the junk mail. I want to leave the window so I can have something that I see out of it. I don't save every single thing, but I do save a lot of different stuff. I do save my junk mail. I go through, I harvest it, and I do recycle some, you know, so I don't keep everything. I don't keep everything. Okay, I think what I want, let me see, maybe I want to leave it so I can put a tag in it, but I also, let me see. This goes on the inside. I just need to be able to figure out, I need to put something in the window here. So let me see where that goes, where this little, so. Have you guys had a good week? I've had a good week. It's been a bit overwhelmed. You're swatching watercolors for an online class? Awesome. What class are you taking? Hi, Bet. Hi, Vicky. Yes. I agree with you, BJ. You can really turn your magazine pages into something extraordinary with jelly printing. I completely agree. I completely agree. All right, what I'm going to do first is I'm gluing down my window opportunity here. And then I'm going to, and then I'll cut it, then I'll, okay. Yes, you can turn really ugly magazine pages into good parts for good parts for your junk journal. I love that too. I am right there with you. I am right there with you. So now I'm going to do my glue on this because I don't want to glue the window. I don't want to glue the window. I'm going to leave the window open for a tag. So if you guys haven't gone over and joined our Facebook group, do. Carla also has a Facebook group called Art Experiments. And neither one of our groups are swapping groups, but they're really fun groups to share whatever you're working on. You know, share your paper crafting. In my group, you can share any crafting. Carla's, I'm sure you could share your crafts, but they primarily do paper crafting. But you know, you're welcome to share. It's really a fun place to join one of our Facebook groups and, you know, just have support on your creative crafty journey. You know, so many times I think I'm my own worst enemy when it comes to my own criticism of my own work. I don't know if any of you guys are like that, but I certainly criticize myself more than anyone else could. So I invite you guys to come on over and to join one of our groups, and then you'll really see what it feels like to be part of a crafty, supportive group. And I just burnish it down with my Starbucks gift card. As you know, that's my new favorite go-to card. So for all of you that get Starbucks gift cards, one of my kids at her job, they give, I don't know, whenever they meet their sales quotas or whatever, they get Starbucks cards. She doesn't drink Starbucks, so she'll save them for me, and then I drink the coffee from and then I save the card. But I like it as a go-to plastic card. You guys, this is trash, so just remember it doesn't have to be perfect. I think sometimes when you make one of these journals and you make it out of junk mail, that you can see, like, wow, you know, you're not as intimidated by keeping, you know, by not making a mess. So now I have a little space. It's going to be a skinny tag, and I'll have to work on making a tag for it. I don't have one made. My tags, I think, are too big for it. No, maybe not. So here we go. This tag will fit. You just have to, I'll paint it or something so that it's not just a ice cream box. So I'm going to have to go back and re-poke my holes, though, for my journal, because the holes were not but that's good because it'll give it a little bit more stability. Okay, so I have that done. Hi, Nancy. Happy to see you. Happy anniversary, Rhonda. Happy anniversary. Anybody got a birthday? We usually always have somebody with a birthday or something fun. And thanks to Jan for my Elmer's Extreme Glue. I'm using it and loving it every day. Sort of hoarding my Oohoo. I'm hoarding my Oohoo for another time. So Elmer's Extreme and Oohoo are my favorites. What's your favorite go-to glues, girls? All you lurkers, say hey. You know what's fun about making these trashy junk journals is that, you know, if you mess it up, it wasn't a big waste. Nancy's here so I can start now? Okay, good. Did you guys see the most hilarious thing that Susan posted? She does the most hilarious videos. You guys, she does like voices and everything. She's ridiculous. Making fun of me, I might add, which is not a bad thing. Making fun of me is not a bad thing. I make fun of myself all the time. I am going to trim this off. This is just so my cover has a little bit more stability. My cover was just a bill envelope, and it needed a little help. My bill envelope cover. But this is a good way to practice, you guys. If you don't want to invest a lot of money in your craft supplies, it's a good way to practice. It's a good way to practice. Your glue booking, your whatever it is you enjoy. I think everybody enjoys gluing. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Mary. Did you guys see somebody in one of our Facebook groups has been married 48 years? Did you see that in one of our crafting Facebook groups? Oh, Bet. Okay, Bet saying, please, everybody, send some prayers to Fiona's mom. Oh, she had a heart attack? Oh, no. Oh. So we're sending Fiona's mom some love. BJ says she's trying Inktober. That's awesome. This would be a great Inktober journal. You could do your drawings for Inktober in this. Okay, so I am gonna glue down my little, where my fold is there, because it is where the spine will be. You guys, I'm just gonna use this. I probably most likely will only use this as a glue book. So it doesn't have to be perfect. Oh. Yeah, prayer. Happy birthday, Rhonda, and prayers for Fiona's mom. Is Edna here? I wanted to ask Edna how her family is in Puerto Rico. Does anybody else here have family in Puerto Rico? I have lots of friends from Puerto Rico, and their families are all just having, you know, my girlfriend, her parents finally got their electric back, which is awesome, but it's just been bad with no fresh, they're having all kinds of water shortages and just everything. It has not been good. And I'm sure people are still suffering in Houston and still suffering in Florida and all the places where the hurricanes have, and in Cuba where all the hurricanes are hit. So I've already poked the holes in this last week when I made the journals. So I'm just re-poking the holes through my cover so that I'll be able to see them when I go back to sew it together. Now I can decide if I want to put a pocket or anything on it. Maybe I'll put a library pocket on one side. Let me find something to put my needle in before I lose it. You guys, I'm notorious for losing things. It's like, it's not a good thing. Me and my losing. That's why I stick them in these paper clip boxes. I'm just going to put this in there. I will sew it back together before we end today, I hope, unless I just decide to just keep covering it with pull paper and stuff. But I just want to not lose my needle. Maybe I'll make a library pocket for the side. Should just decide if I'm going to make a library pocket. If I'm going to make it, let's see. I have lots of painty paper here, so I can pick and choose for my painty paper. Hey, Liz. Yes, and Las Vegas. Okay, guys, I lived in Las Vegas this time last year. I think it was this time last year. Maybe it was, I don't know. Short period of time ago, I lived in Las Vegas. I was working there. My job transferred me there, and I was working there, and it is just horrible. It is, I don't even, I can't even put into words, like, what my feelings are on it. You guys, everything's making me really sad lately. Are you guys all feeling that way? Are you guys feeling as sad as I am in regards to this? It's like, I don't know what we're doing as a world right now. It's getting like scary. It's getting super scary for all of us. Maybe I'll use that one. Liz said, what are you liking? You're liking going to the idea of where in your 50s next year, Rhonda? I missed the thing. Oh, that's nice, Liz. Your friends are married 20 years? Oh. Lisa said one of the people that passed away in the Las Vegas shootings was a kid from her neighborhood. Oh, Lisa, I'm so sorry. Rhonda, I'm over 50, and 50 is fabulous. Mary's right. Age is just a number. Age is just a number. It is a state of mind. Well, all I can say is that after this week's ridiculousness with this world, it has definitely it has made me go, like, what am I doing? It's like, it's definitely makes me feel grateful for where I am in my life, and it also makes me feel like, that I could do more. That there are things that I could do that, and we can all do. As a group, ladies, we are the driving force in this world, and we need to first and foremost stick with our, know that about ourselves, right? Maybe I'll make a bigger pocket. We need to know that about ourselves, that we're a driving force. And let me see if I can find a bigger piece of mail or a bigger piece of something for this pocket. And we can't let all of this negativity, we have to stay strong and stay positive. It's easy to get caught up in being really negative, but we have to stay positive and strong, because ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. So I don't know if I'm going to make this maybe part of the pocket. Let me see. Got my pocket going on here. What did you say, Susan? You celebrated your birthday all year, Liz. That's awesome. BJ, you're right. You can spread sunshine in your own way to those that are right around you. I completely agree. Okay, I can't decide whether I like how small this pocket is. Maybe I like this better. I don't know. Or if I make a bigger pocket. I guess I don't know. I'm in my own space of not knowing anything right now. Does anybody else get like that? Is it just moi? Your indecisiveness rules? Indecisiveness rules. Yes, girls, we have to find our own way to shine our own light right where we are, and not think that we can't wait for somebody else to do it. It's so important that you do, first of all, that you do something that brings you joy, because when you're in that really good state, then everyone around you is happy. You know, there's something to that adage, happy wife, happy life, you know? It's so true that women have the creative energy, you know, the creative force in a family, so it really does matter if you're happy or not. It really, really does matter. Sorry, guys, it was, my envelope was like poking out a lot. My pocket was poking out. Maybe I need to make them shorter, smaller. So, you know, it is really important that you find your zen and that you're happy and that you're able to spread that happy in your own family. It's so important. It does make a difference. Believe it or not, it does make a difference. Hi, Cassandra. You found a bunch of old security envelopes. Oh my gosh, that's my weakness, you guys. You know, somebody said to me, like, what's your go-to junk mail? Like, if you could have any kind of junk mail, what would it be? I would have to say security envelopes. You guys, I think I have like an addiction to them. And you guys, when I was visiting my sister last year, and she was like cut there, you know, like she has all her mail piled up at her door, right? And then she goes through it. She was like ripping the bill envelopes. I was cringing. She was like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "Please, can I just open your mail?" And she's like, first she was kind of like, "What do you mean? Why would you want to open my mail?" I said, "Because I want your envelopes and I don't want to watch you like tear them up." She laughed. She thought I was hilarious. She thought I was hysterical. So the lady across the street, her dogs are barking. Can you hear them? Charlie's going to go stand and bark for all of us too soon because it's just how it rolls with her. She's going to think that she needs to bark. So you know what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm just going to glue down the bottom really well, and I'm just going to glue the top down, and it'll be like a little extra pocket. So please know that if you guys have never made one of these journals, you can make them out of anything, but if you practice and you make it out of your junk mail, then you want to go back and make it out of pattern paper or make it out of homemade paper. You can do that too, but you've practiced on your junk mail, so you know how it's going to work. So for those of you that have an aversion to junk mail, just want to make sure that I want to get it over far enough. Those that have an aversion to junk mail, that don't want to make it out of junk mail, you don't have to. You can make it out of anything you have. Okay, you don't have to make it out of junk mail just because I do. So now I have a pocket here, and now I have an extra pocket back there. And I can decorate it. I can put some stuff on the pocket. So, you know, I want you to like realize that all this stuff, the reason I just because I like recycling doesn't mean you have to. You can make yours out of anything. Fussy Cutters Incorporated? What? What did I miss? That's the Fussy Cutter. Bet you're the Fussy Cutter Incorporated, right? I like to fussy cut. I will say that what I find more relaxing than fussy cutting is making painty papers. I'm not going to lie there. Making some painty papers I definitely find relaxing. How many of you guys find making painty papers relaxing? You guys are... You just spit out your tea because of Fussy Cutters United, Fussy Cutters Incorporated. Sorry guys, I wanna glue the rough edge of that paper down, and I just want to paint underneath it. I don't have to. I mean, it's just junk mail, but the book pages. You guys, can you tell I was using those Lindy Stamp Gang sprays? I was yesterday. I was having a rough day yesterday, so I decided I was making some painty papers. I should have been working on my journal, but I didn't. I worked in my visual journal, and then I I worked in my visual journal for a little bit, and then I made some painting papers. I was having a day. I needed some painting papers. I needed some painted papers. I needed painting papers in my life yesterday, so that's what I was doing. I was doing some painting papers. There was painting paper in it. So Diana was telling me yesterday, hey Grace, hey Edna, how's your family? We were just talking about you. Hi Grace, we're happy to see you. I'm glad you made it. Yes, Edna, we've been worried about your family. My family, one of my best friends is from Puerto Rico, and she texted me that her parents finally have electricity today, so that was really good. Did you guys see the note Ash posted in our Facebook group? And I don't know, Edna, maybe you can second it. Ash posted in our Facebook group that they're delivering mail there, and that she felt super helpless, and that, you know, people were standing in line for a long time for food, and so she's sending express mail boxes of food to this woman who is distributing it in her neighborhood. So Edna, if you wanted to ask your sister if she wanted to receive something similar, you know, I think all of us probably feel like we could muster up a box of canned goods and stuff that we could, you know, send. If you send it in a flat rate priority mail box, it costs the same no matter where it comes from. So if your sister can get mail and would like that, it would be awesome if you wanted to post her address in our Facebook group so people could send her something. Hi, Malia. Okay, so now I have my cover. I'm going to put something, maybe I'll make, I don't know what kind of tag I'm going to put in it. I got my cover, got my back part, got a pocket. I could do a pocket here if I wanted, but let's see what I've got going on next. Let's see what was my next page. My next page was this one. This definitely needs some help. This little page, this Physicians Mutual bill needs some help. I don't know, Edna, tell us what you think. Thanks, Malia. I kind of want to be a chartreuse kind of girl. A flat rate box, a medium flat rate box is like $13, and a large flat rate box is like $18. But the key with the large flat rate boxes, they come in two sizes in a large one. If you get a large flat rate game board box, a large flat rate game board box, it's the same price as the large flat rate box. It's like $18, but it's 12 by 24, so it's really big, and you could fit a lot of like, you know, this is what Ash wrote in our Facebook group, and you guys can go on there and look. But can she get mail? Are they delivering mail to her, Edna? Because if they're delivering mail to your sister, we'll happily send boxes to her, you know? So Ash wrote in our Facebook group that they were delivering mail. So that the mail is being delivered. So although, like, and she also felt like really helpless, like you could give $20 or $30 to the Red Cross, but how is that going to trickle down directly to your sister, Edna, right? Whereas if we all sent a $13 or a $20 box that had canned food in it, right, and or tuna fish that's in pouches and chicken that's in pouches, you know, like you can get, that would make a bigger difference. So I don't know, if you can get word to her, Edna, and ask her. Oh, Susan says it's to post office boxes only. She has a post office box. So Edna, post her address. I mean, check with her and make sure it's okay. And post her post office box. Hi, Len. Because, I mean, I would be happy to send your sister a box of food from Hawaii. I mean, obviously it's canned goods, ladies. The cool thing about a flat rate box is it goes up to 70 pounds is what you can send. Hi, Lauren. Oh, good. You're cutting up stuff for painty papers. Well, you're in the right place, Lauren. Painty papers are us here. I just have to decide whether I'm painting this or whether I'm covering it with painty papers. I don't know. And I would love to send your sister something. I mean, I think we would all like to feel like we're doing something, especially if it gets to someone that we know and it's really helpful. Hi, Maria. How are things in Greece? Kathy, we're so happy you're okay. See, so this was what Ash wrote. So Ash wrote that, I don't know how she is in contact with this person, that maybe it's a personal friend of hers. I don't remember. If you guys can go to our Facebook group and you can look. So she wrote that, maybe I didn't put a painty paper on this one. She wrote that, maybe I'll collage on it. I'm sorry, guys. My head's like a little bit of a sieve today. She wrote that, you know, that people are low on food, and that people, and I know this to be true for all of my friends from Puerto Rico. They're very loving, giving. It's a very community-oriented place to be. So her thing was she was feeling a bit helpless, so she thought that she would, you know, send an express mail box of food to sorry, I got my tiny jelly plate out because I think that's the fastest way for me to put color on these pieces of junk mail. That she was going to send some canned food and stuff like that to her friend, and her friend was going to share it with her neighbors, and the neighborhood had a lot of kids in it. So for Ash, it made her feel, and it makes me feel the same way, that, you know, if I can do that, if I can send something directly, then they're not waiting on the Red Cross to come by and knowing that they're going to share with each other, you know? So, Edna, if you find out, if you feel comfortable, or if you want us all to message you or post it in our Facebook group, our Crafting Mamas Facebook group, and we can all send her something too. Hi, Danina. Yeah, it's like, it's so, if you guys go in and post it on Crafting Mamas, please, Edna, post it, you know, and I'll send your sister a box. You know, my friend is getting ready to go there to be with her parents, and she said, you know, money is no good there right now. She said, for a couple reasons, there's nothing for anyone to buy, and people can't even get to their money, so there's not any point to it. But that goods are what people need. So I'm happy to do my part. Okay, I'm happy to absolutely do my small part, sending a box. It would make me feel better. I mean, and granted, it's only maybe 1 or 2 small boxes, but at least I could do that. Hi, Pat. Yes, I think there are animals that need food, you guys. Of course there are. If the people need food, the animals need food. So if you guys wanted to send anything, hopefully there is a address in our Facebook group for Ash's friend and Edna. If you either message Edna or put a note in there, then so Edna, please post her address today so that we can get out stuff to her. You know, even if it's little, you guys. Oh, Maria, I'm so sorry. Maria said her mom just passed away. Maria, we are sending you so much. Okay, girls, I know we usually wait till the end for the woo-woo, but let's just do 5 minutes or 3 minutes of woo-woo right now. And for those of you that don't want to participate, just say no. And that for those that do, just say yes. So what we're going to do is we're going to just focus on our hearts, okay? And just put your attention and your energy right to your heart. Make sure your feet are on the floor. Feel your connection to the earth. Feel your connection above you to the heaven and cosmos, and put your focus on your heart. And let's just breathe in the love, all the love that we can receive on the inhale and on the exhale. Let's just send it out. Let's send it out to Maria and her family who just lost her mother. Let's send it out to Edna and her sister. And let's send it out to all those in Las Vegas that need our love and prayers. And you can include anyone in this energy work you want. Ready? So breathe in and receive the love and support that's right here for you all the time. Ready? Breathe it in and receive in love. And exhale and send it out. Breathe in the love and send it out to Maria and her family, Edna and her family, to anyone that needs it right now. And breathe it in and send it out. Receive in love and give in love. Receive in love and give in love. Receive everything that you need to support you in your life. Receive that in. Receive it wholeheartedly. Receive in love. Now send it back out in love. I love you, girls. Maria, I'm sending you so much love. Edna, I'm sending your sister and all of those people that we know that are in Puerto Rico right now, I'm sending them all of my love as well. And all of you that have lost family and loved ones in Las Vegas, guys, it's time. It's time to step it up. It's time to step it up as a community in whatever way we can. Whatever way we can. Maria, I know it's a really difficult time. You know, I lost my mom like 10 years ago. And then not a day goes by that I don't miss her, even to this day. So allow yourself to be wherever you are in your grief process, and don't judge yourself, and be kind to yourself. Because, you know, it's not something you just get over in a second. Just doesn't work that way. You know, so many times we think we have to act a certain way or be a certain way or act differently or be differently. And it just doesn't work that way. Now, I may go back after I work on this for a little bit, and maybe not today, but I'll go back and do some collaging on top of my, I definitely need to let it dry. I'm going to lay it here for a second while I do the next page. Maria, we send you love. We do need prayers for everyone in this world, Maria, Edna. You know what? And guess what? Kindness is free. Love is free. Sharing the love and the kindness that we can, and it goes miles. Think about it. When you're having a really hard time, when somebody shows you some kindness, so Edna, please post your sister's P.O. box so that we can send her. I'll send her out a package. I'll try to do it tomorrow. And Maria, know that you're not alone. You know that we're all here, and we send you so much love. We send you so, so, so much love. You have no idea. Thanks, Edna. You know, but for me, I don't know about you girls, but it weighs on me. And sometimes, I'm sure it weighs on all of you, you know, just thinking about the plight of the world and what everyone's going through. And some days it just feels like It's harder than others, yeah? Some days it feels for me like it's harder than other days. So some days you just got to paint it out. That's all you can do. You got to art it out. That's all you can do is art it out. Art it out, art it out, art it out, because it just feels overwhelming otherwise. Danina, how's your new grandbaby? How is your new grandbaby? So for those of you that are just joining us, we made these little junk mail junk journals last week. You can make a junk journal out of anything. Just because I'm obsessed with junk mail doesn't mean you need to be. I'm also using a really small 3x5 jelly plate, and you can, if you wanted to, you can look those up online. You can make those, you can buy one, and you know, there's several different ways to do it. I'm just going to add some color to my page. I am definitely going to go back at some point and collage over and do some collage on top of my junk mail. I like to collage. How many of you guys love to collage? I'm definitely a collaging, painty paper kind of person. So, bye, Rhonda. I am making a junk journal. I made a couple of them last week, Lynn. I made one out of a little envelope and put some tea-dyed papers in it. And I made this one out of junk mail, and then I made another one right here. Guys, my desk is so messy. You know, it's like a 2-minute big desk anyway. And so I'm just going to paint a little bit of this one and put it back together. Oh, Danina, post some pictures in our group of her. We would all love to see her. Danina has a new granddaughter. We all need some good news in the world. You're working on a traveler's junk journal? Ooh, that sounds awesome. This one's just a really good junk mail junk journal. This was just really more about, you know, having fun and not, no rules junk journal. You know, having fun, using my junk mail. I love using junk mail because it's free, right? It's a free art supply that you would normally just recycle or throw away. And I enjoy using it in my junk journaling. Susan says collage is easy with her new collage kit. Happy birthday and anniversary, Rhonda. We hope you have a wonderful birthday. Happy birthday, Rhonda. I like to collage too. I think next to making painting papers, collage, or gluing things is my next favorite thing. How many of you guys can say that you enjoy doing that? And I got my manly heat gun going on. Yes, my junk journal's name is Scarlet. I have Scarlet right here. I have not finished Scarlet. Scarlet is right here, okay? Scarlet is right here. Scarlet is like, I don't know. I had to take a break from Scarlet. Her lace was, I wanted to dye the lace and I haven't done it. So Scarlet is sitting right here in her glory. I will finish her eventually. She is sitting right here. Oh, your son called and asked if you could sing to his son. Oh, Scotty, that's so sweet. Yeah, head over to Carla's channel, Caged Fish. She is, Carla, tell everybody, you're purging. Well, she moved. And she's purging some of her stuff, and she's the queen of collage, Carla. And if you haven't checked out her channel, go over and check her out, Caged Fish on YouTube. And she is purging, and she's the mistress of collage, and she's sharing her bits and pieces of stuff, right? So she's got these little kits called fish bits. So she's sharing her fish bits. So I am certain, if anybody wanted to get in on the fish bit action, you could. I'm thinking I might glue that into my, I'm thinking I'm going to glue this painting paper into my junk mail. I'm going to glue my painting paper in. You are the queen of collage, Carla. If you guys want a good dose of learning how to let go in collage, she's got lots of videos up on YouTube, but on Tuesdays and Sundays, she does a Football Widows series, which I love that. For those of you that don't watch football, she, just gives you some really playful, fun ideas on how to begin your own collage journey. And she also has a Facebook group called Art Experiments. So if you guys go and ask to join, it's a private Facebook group like mine, Crafting Mamas, and you have to join. You have to ask to join. But it's a really fun place to meet other like-minded people, and and Carla's an excellent collage teacher. An excellent collage master. An excellent collage master, Carla. How does that sound? Does it sound good that I say you're the master of collage? The queen of collage? So Susan, now that you've gotten this collage kit, we want to see what you've made. So post it in Carla's group and also post it in mine. Post it in ours in Crafting Mamas. Show us what you're making. We want to see. We want to see what you have made with your fish bits, with your collage. And Carla's channel is called Caged Fish. So we want to see what you have made with your collage kit. So that's this page. Let me just get my, I might have to re-poke the holes because the holes are hiding in there. But that's the inside, and then I'll glue down the outside. Yeah, she's being modest. She does have a couple of collage kits and a couple of collage videos. She's the queen of collage. Do not let her fool you. And she really does. She shows you some really, she's got a really nice aesthetic. And she shows you how to use stuff that you have right in front of you, like magazine images and, how to use your stamps and your paints and different things to incorporate into your own collage work. And she's the reason we all have this crazy circle stamp. Where did I put my circle stamp? So it's all Carla's fault of my obsession with her obsession of the circle stamp. Which I have to say, did you ever contact Hero Arts and ask them if they are gonna make a new one? Which is so silly. It is so silly. Do you love my burnishing tools, you guys? Alright, so here is, I should poke my holes while I'm sitting here thinking of it, because I'll go to sew it together and the holes won't be punched. The holes won't be poked through. Did any of you guys look up did anybody look up the Japanese bookbinding tool from last week? There are various prices, so before you buy one, read the reviews because some work better than others, and my vote is see if you can buy one secondhand before you go spend a lot of money on one. My Japanese bookbinding tool, as I told you guys, I bought it Tuesday morning for like nothing. You know, I didn't spend anything on it. Guys, my eyesight is getting worse. I can't see. So, hey Jane. Good night, BJ. Maybe we'll see you on Friday. Maybe we will see you on Friday. And depending upon how my week goes, if my week goes better, I will show you guys my journal, my visual journal I've been working on. It's been a crazy few, it's been a little bit of a crazy time in my life, but it's getting better. Okay, so some of these, you know, sometimes you can just paint over something to give yourself a journaling spot. Sleep good, BJ. Amberly, are you still here? Are you making along? Are you making your junk mail journal too? Need to dry that. My man gun. Hi, Jane. Happy to see you, Jane. So you guys post where you're from. This is our nightly shout out to post where you're from. I live on the beautiful island of Maui in Hawaii. Portland, Oregon. Jane says she shopped at a restaurant. Good for you, Jane. You'll have to explain that. Portland, Oregon. Houston, Texas. San Francisco. Melbourne, Florida. Maple Ridge, beautiful. British Columbia. Portsmouth, Virginia. And Athens, Greece. Daytona Beach, Florida. Virginia Beach, Virginia. Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Lancaster, California. And from Wisconsin, hi Mary. And Janice from Birmingham. Welcome, Jan. Jean is from Arizona. We're happy you're here with us. Come on, all you lurkers, tell us where you're from. Tell us where you're from. I like painting my junk mail too, Danina. It's like an addiction, I think. I don't know why, but it is. South Carolina. Oh, where are you from in South Carolina, Virginia? In Oregon. Grace is from Oregon. And I know Pat's from Minnesota, right, Pat? Pat's having her transfusion, but she's from Minnesota. Junction City, Oregon. You're opening your junk mail now? Ooh, good, Susan. I like junk mail. I will not lie. I like junk mail. I will not lie. I like junk mail. I will not lie. And I also like painting on newspapers. I also like making painting papers on newspaper. So I might glue some of this down. Thanks, Bet. I appreciate it if you give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. You know, sometimes I think it's just fun to see what you can do with your junk mail and to see where it takes you. You know, like if you allow it to take you on a different journey than maybe you would have taken before, right? I need to put some more glue down on this mail. Love this Elmer's Extreme. I love this Elmer's Extreme. Love it. Who was it told me that they bought a gallon of Aleene's tacky glue? Who is it that told me, and where did you guys tell me you got it? Who bought somebody bought recently in the past month or so, maybe a couple months, a gallon of Aleene's tacky glue. Does anybody remember who that was? Using the back of my glue stick as a burnisher. If you have a bone folder, that works good too. Jan, I don't remember. It was somebody in the group said that they bought a gallon of Aleene's tacky glue, and it was on sale. It was really cheap. Susan, was it you that bought it? One of you guys bought it. Was it you? Was it Renee? Somebody bought a gallon of Aleene's tacky glue. I haven't done it yet. Because you guys, I live in Hawaii, and everything's expensive to ship here, you know, as far as like that goes. And so I haven't ventured into buying a gallon of it, but I think it was cheap. Scotty says it was $18 on Amazon. But it's back up now. Up, you mean higher price? Susan says she's on a spending freeze. Carla's saying if anybody's interested in fish bits, go on over and check her channel out, Cage Fish, and she'll tell you all about them. You're in a spending freeze, Susan? Hey, Elizabeth. Grace said she bought a gallon of Elmer's glue and her granddaughter used it in a week. Your granddaughter used a gallon of Elmer's glue? Oh my goodness, what did she make? What did your granddaughter make with a gallon of Elmer's glue? Inquiring minds would like to know. First of all, how much is a gallon of Elmer's glue? Jan says that a gallon of Aleene's glue right now is $20.66. Does that include shipping? Is that free with Amazon Prime? Oh, she made slime. Oh, okay. Wow. Your granddaughter makes slime. Yes, my daughter's made slime. In fact, we have a container of it in our bathroom as we speak. We have a container of slime in our bathroom. So I can relate to the slime. But we used that, you know, that blue glue, that Elmer's blue glue? You know, it's like see-through and it has glitter in it or something. That's what we used. Maria says her first. Pam says Elmer's is $11 for a gallon on Amazon. Mary bought a gallon for almost $13 from that big box store that starts with the W. Maria said her first junk journal was a recipe book for a friend made out of restaurant ads. Awesome, Maria! You guys, when I finished, I decided that I'm moving my space, okay? I'm moving it into... Anyway, we won't even get started with me and my ridiculousness, but I'm going to give you guys a walkthrough in my space. It just will take me, I don't know. I'm contemplating moving my crafting space to another little area of my house. So I haven't done it yet. I haven't made up the final decision, but that's the contemplation. Okay, so this is what I have so far. Then I have something to put on the back, and then I need to do something in the center. I may save the center for some gluing. I may save the center for some glue booking, and I could leave that. I may save the center for the glue book area, or I might glue something down on it. I do have some really cool painty papers. I don't know what I want to put on it. And then I have this. Did you guys hear about Tom Petty? Is that not the saddest thing? He was only 66. Makes you realize life is short. You're trying to contact Hero Arts about your circle stamp? I think that's great. Good for you, Carla. I hope they respond. Lynn says she makes bottles of stuff that look like lava lamps too, but it's a waste of good glue. I totally get it. You met a 6th grader that's selling slime to her classmates, Cassandra. What grade do you teach, Cassandra? I forget. Lauren, I think your scissors are right here on my desk. Here, can I pass them right to you? You sound like me. I'm always forever losing my stuff. I can relate. I can relate. What am I going to do on the inside of here? I could paint it. I could stamp it. I could paint it. I could stamp it. I could collage on it. Paint it, stamp it, collage. I can relate to losing your stuff. That happens to me a lot. More than I care to admit, but it does. It happens. You leave it on your tiny desk and then it gets underneath something. Cassandra teaches kindergarten through 6th grade. Oh, that's great age, Cassandra. Hi, Jamie. How are you? We've missed you. What's new in your world, Miss Jamie Jame? Tell us what's going on with you. Has anybody seen Mildred lately? I've seen her post in her Facebook group, but I haven't seen her in a stream lately. So if anybody's seen Mildred, can you please send her our love and tell her that we miss her and we are thinking of her. We are thinking of her. Thinking of her. What's new in the soap world? I'm making a trashy junk journal. That's what I'm making. Well, actually, I was going to work in one of the many journals that I've made, and Amberly suggested that I work in this one, and then she left. So I'm working in this one on behalf of Miss Amberly's request, and she is no longer, she may be dealing with her baby. Lynn, how's your baby? I know your baby's not that little, but how is your baby? You saw Mildred? Oh, awesome. You can't watch and read, Jane? Hey, you know, I have that issue too. And sometimes the chat goes by so fast that I miss completely the whole thing that you guys are saying. So if you guys want me to know it, it's better if you can like yell at me in all caps. I won't take it personally. It's just I can't always follow the chat and craft. I can't always follow the chat and craft. I may go ahead and, I wasn't going to glue this down, but I may go ahead and glue this all the way down to the other side. Oh, Lauren, what happened? I missed it. I missed what you guys said. Who's having surgery tomorrow? None of your messages were seen. Amberly, we're talking about you. I was like making this trashy junk journal in honor of Amberly, and she's not here. She be gone. She running off with her baby. How are your babies, Amberly? I missed your messages, and if you've been talking to me, I'm sorry, because I was looking down gluing. I also have a fan on, and it's like blowing my papers everywhere. So just every time I get like thinking I'm good, Your mom's having surgery tomorrow? Oh. All right, everybody, let's put Lauren's mom in the center of our circle. We'll put Maria there and her family and all the people in Puerto Rico and the people in Las Vegas. And anyone that needs a little extra boost and support right now, just put them right in the center of our loving circle of our crafty peeps and breathe in the energy and love and support that you need at this moment. Breathe it in and receive it completely in love. Ready? Breathe it in. And then send it back out. Let's send Lauren's mom lots of love. Breathe in. You receive the love first and support that you need. And then send it out to Lauren and her family. And Maria and her family. And Edna's sister in Puerto Rico and all of our friends and family and loved ones there. And everyone in Houston. And everyone in Las Vegas right now. And anyone, anybody and anything. Pets, animals, plants, minerals, anything you feel needed. Like some people need some rain right now where they live, you know. So breathe in the love, you receive the love, and send it out. And you receive it. And then send it right back out. Oh, Amberly, we're sending you so much love. Well, then we're sending you the love and support you need for whatever you're going through. You guys, tonight, right now is the most important time to be connected. To be connected to each other and to be connected to your group, to the group of people in your life that you feel and receive the support that you need from. And it's always here. You can always come. The energy is always here. It never goes. All you have to do is say yes that you want to receive it. It's just conscious consent, and you can receive the love and support. But right now, it's a huge lesson for all of us to come together as the commonality of the human race, and to not be judgmental, and to be loving and accepting and caring, and to be here for each other. That is the most important thing. It's more important than where you live, more important than the job you do. It's more important, it's bigger than all of us, right? So it's really important that we share the kindnesses that we can with each other. It's really, really, really important right now. And I know a lot of you are going through a tremendous amount of uncertainty. And that's okay. You know, everybody's going to end up being okay, but for right now, the love and support that you send to you, that you are willing to receive and willing to send out, is so important. It is so, so important. It's important that you receive the love, and it's important that you send it out. I love my crafty tribe too. Hugs to you, Pat. We love you. Oh, Pat, we love you. And thank you for typing for Pat. We really appreciate it. And tell us your name, Pat's friend, so that we can send you some love. All right, crafty peeps, I want to hear. Tell me some other stuff. Just lay it on. Just lay it on. We are in the mode right now. We are in the mode. Do you guys love? I have all my friends from all over sending me security envelopes, okay? And I have a really good friend in Oregon, and she works for the Justice Department. And this is a Justice Department envelope. She saves them for me, right? So she sent it to me in the mail. Do you love it? The ones they're throwing away. I love, so you never know where you're going to get, like, look at the cool pattern. Isn't that cool? I love it. Your son is turning 6 on Thursday. Oh, happy birthday. Oh, Noah, we're happy to have you here. Everybody send Noah big love. Noah, thank you for typing for Pat. Pat is one of our crafty peeps. She's one of our crafty besties, and we love that. Thanks for being Pat's hands. Big hugs to you, Noah. We're happy that you're here, and we're happy that you're with us all. Okay, so I want you guys all to just focus on your heart, and I want you to think of, make sure your feet are planted firmly into the ground and that you feel your connection to the earth. You can feel the connection to the earth. Everybody's saying, thanks, Noah. Woohoo, Noah. Thanks for helping Pat. I know, right, Mary? I love you some security envelopes. It's ridiculous, the silly things that make me so happy. So make sure your feet are really connected. You're allowing your feet and your energy body, which is bigger than your physical body, just allow your tube of light to enter deep into the earth and give it some big tree roots so that you can feel the love and support that the earth is offering. Kathy says, thank you, Noah. Amberly says, thank you, Noah. So let your tree roots go as deep as far as you can, and then just allow yourself to feel like the pulse, the beat, the feeling of the earth, and allow them to come up through your feet, right? And let the energy flow through your feet and through your whole body and fountain out the top of your head. We love her, Noah, and we're happy that you're there with her. We're just a bunch of ladies that sit around and make art out of junk mail and love each other and send love to the world. That's all we are. We're happy you're there with her. So I want you to tell me, give me some feedback, you guys. Tell me those of you that really can feel connected. Maria said she never thought that getting bills would have a bright side. You guys, I'm so obsessed with in fact, I almost don't want to use them because I like them so much, my security envelopes. So tell me, those of you that can really feel your connection to the earth, you can feel that energy. Look at this security envelope. Isn't that one great? It looks like little hen scratches. Grace says she's on grand jury duty and she is hoarding her security envelopes from the Oregon judicial system. I know whenever I get one of those security envelopes from her, I get so excited. I'm always like, I hate to ask her, but she said every now and then, like I'll get it, like every couple months I get a little package of them, and they're all used, which is great. So put your feet deep into the earth. Beth says, we love you, Pat and Noah. It does look like burlap. Jamie says, if you're ever having a bad day, Noah, come and watch the end of one of our videos. It gives you a great hug. Oh, you're so sweet. Sometimes you fast forward to the end, Jamie. Oh, I totally get it. We could send thank you notes to our billers, but they wouldn't understand. So make sure your feet are firmly into the ground. And the reason why is that you're just a part of the earth, right? And so Mary says she gets the same old things and she needs a better class of mail. Oh, you'll be here with her again on Friday? Oh, awesome, Noah. She says you have to watch Pocket Man before Friday. Oh my God, Pocket Man. That is one. I watched it the other day and laughed. Or actually, I had it on the background. So, think about it. A tree can't grow outside of it being into the earth. Well, we're just the same energy. We have that same energy, that earth energy in our bodies. And it's so important that we allow ourselves. So sometimes what happens when you go through like some stressful things, you don't allow yourself to be as connected as maybe you would. Because, things happen. Whatever it is, stress, life, stuff happens. So make sure your grounding cords are deep into the earth because it's very difficult to receive what you need if you're not. It's like being plugged into an electrical socket, right? So the electricity is still there, always waiting to support whatever runs off of it. But if you don't plug it in, you can't receive it, right? So it's the same way with this supporting energy that we all need, right? Haven't you ever just like had a really wonderful day in nature and you've just been like having such a good day and you're just like, oh, it's so beautiful out and you're just feeling more at peace, or like when you go to the beach and you have that feeling? Well, that energy is always there for you to support you on your journey. We just don't always allow ourselves to feel that love and support. So make sure your feet, your grounding cords are deep into the earth. Make sure your energy body is allowing yourself, your feet, and those energies to flow up through you. And then, once you've gotten that, tell me when you guys are feeling the earth energy. Sometimes it can feel like heat. Not that any of us need any more hot flashes, but you know what I mean. Tell me when you're feeling the heat, feeling the earth energy up through your feet. I think I'm addicted to painty papers. Hey, Nancy. You got your red security envelopes? Okay, Jane, we're all having security envelope envy, okay? It's on my wish list. I got to find a bill company that gives that. Jamie says that if you can reply with a red envelope, that her bills will be paid 10 days early. That's a really good idea, Mary. Scrapbook paper. So feel feel that earth energy coming up through your feet, you guys. Feel the boost of the earth energy. Feel her love coming up through your feet. Tell me when you guys are feeling it. Tell me, tell me, tell me. You're feeling it, Jamie? Oh, good. I haven't gotten a yellow security envelope. I'd like that. That's not, the red's on my list, but yellow could be on my list too. So tell me when you guys are feeling this earth energy. You're feeling the warmth of the earth energy coming up through your feet. Tell me when you're feeling it. And some people don't feel, they just think, see, or know. You know, it's like not everybody has the same senses of what goes on. Grace got an ad that says GK. Your feet are getting hot. Oh, yes. That's perfect, Nancy. Perfect. Yeah. Well, I'm sending it to all of you. I'm just tapped in. And look, whatever I do, you can do too. You know, it's not exclusive to me. But I'm definitely sending you the earth energy through your feet. Let it fountain out the top of your head. Let it burn through anything in your body and fountain out at the top of your head. Lynn says Tim Holtz has a bullseye stamp on SimonSays.com for $12. That does sound cool, Grace. Who else besides Nancy's allowing themselves to feel the connection? Who else? You're feeling tingly, amberly. Awesome. Edna's feeling it too. Great. You're feeling it, Vicky. Awesome. Susan, just allow it. Now I want you to focus at a point above your head, about 6 or 8 feet above your head. Yeah, it will take the pain with it, Linda. Elizabeth, it will. It definitely will take. Oh, that's awesome, Carla. It will definitely take the pain with it. So just allow that energy. That's your connection to the earth, okay? And she's here and she'll help you. She'll heal you. You're part of her. You're not separate from her. That's why when we're all breathing in what we need and taking in and fulfilling what we need, and then we send it back out, that we all receive it. Susan, you're receiving it, whether your mind can't get in the way of it, okay? Your higher self is receiving it, whether you allow yourself or not. So feel that connection to the earth. I want you guys just to feel your connection to the earth and just focus on your heart just for a few minutes and feel that connection and breathe in what you need, receive in love, and send out in love. Now I want you to focus on a point high above your head, at least 6 feet, if not farther above your head. Focus on that above your head, at least 6 feet above your head. Ready? Just focus on that, 6 feet above your head. And I want you to allow yourself to feel the energy of the cosmos. Just allow yourself, whatever comes through, and it's pouring in to the top of your head, and it's funneling its way through all through your body and expelling itself deep into the earth. Ready? Breathe it in. And breathe it in. Breathe it in. That's perfect. Your feet are heavy. That's awesome, Edna. Just open the channel bigger. Make sure your tree roots are wider and bigger, right? Because it's the energy trying to come up through your body. So your body knows how to put itself in a healing mode. The earth knows how to heal herself too. And because we're one with the earth, we can heal ourselves at any time. Ourselves. We do it for ourselves. So tell me what you ladies are feeling now. Not everybody's going to have the same experience. It doesn't mean you're all receiving the same thing. It doesn't, we're a different flavor, right? So it's like all being a flavor of ice cream, but a little bit different. You feel warm and calm. Awesome, Elizabeth. It's working, Grace. Awesome. You're sweating, Danita. Oh, girl, you and me. Make sure your grounding cords are bigger and wider, and then make the point at the top of your head bigger too. What happens is we've so used to shutting ourselves off that we just don't, it's just out of bad habit, we shut ourselves off. Lynn, your feet can be however they are. It doesn't matter if your feet are. Susan, just give up. Just allow your mind to be whatever and just let your body personality take over. Okay, I want you to focus on your heart, and then I want you guys to think about something you'd really like in your life. More peace, more calm. Maybe it's more financial support, whatever you need in your life. Okay? And I want you to breathe it in. You want to receive it wholeheartedly in love. And then on the exhale, I want you to send it out. Whatever you're asking to receive, I want you to send it out to everyone in this group. Ready? Breathe in what you need to receive. Breathe it in. And then send it right back out to everybody in the group. And breathe it in. And send it out. Breathe it in. Receive in love. And give in love. Now include anything and anyone that you'd like to include in this circle. Just include them. Include your pets, your partners, your family, the island of Puerto Rico, the island of Cuba, right where you live in your own very own neighborhood. All right, receive and love. and giving love. Receiving love and giving love. And receiving love and giving love. All right, tell me how you girls are feeling. Tell me what you feel. You can see things, you can think, you can just know. It can be nothing. There's no right or wrong. Oh, look what I made. I'm going to put this in there. I stamped that circle stamp on this napkin. And I'm like in love with this. For whatever reason, I have these very weird colored stamps. I told you about this friend of mine who sent them to, gave them to me. And I'm like so in love with them. It's ridiculous. There's no right or wrong, ladies. So tell me what you feel, see, think, or know. There's no right or wrong. No right or wrong. You can't get it wrong, even if you tried. Edna says she feels warm and fuzzy. What do you other ladies feel? Tell me what you're feeling. No right or wrong. It's not like a test. You can't get it wrong. I think my chat froze because I don't always have like the, you feel like garden Amberly? Awesome. I'll tell you guys, did I ever tell you guys the funny energy story? You're relaxed and you feel stress gone? Oh, good, Jamie. Awesome. Tension's leaving your shoulder, Vicky? Oh, good. Very nice. Yeah, tension doesn't really serve us. Stress doesn't serve us. So I'll tell you guys this funny, like, ridiculous story. So, you know, I used to, a long time ago, I mean, I have a little tiny Etsy store now, but a long time ago I used to have, what did you do, Elizabeth? You think you did what? I used to have this little Etsy shop years ago, and I sold like components, jewelry components, like not even, and honestly, it wasn't like some huge success or anything. It wasn't like a big, but it was like, you know, like if I was making a necklace, I would make a small clasp or whatever. Anyway, I used to go and I used to mail out the stuff, right? Because, you know, you make the stuff and then you send it out. And anyway, it was actually my daughter that was in college. It was her Etsy shop, and I used to make stuff and help her out with it. So she, you know, like I made it and mail it out for her, especially when she was in college, because that was how, you know, she could that was the money, the extra money that she needed to go to school. So I used to go in and I would mail out these packages, however frequently that she would sell them. I would mail them. And I would go into the post office, and every single time I would go into, do you feel better, Lynn? Oh, I'm glad. Every single time I go into the post office, the machines would stop working. And I get so, like, mad because I would be like, seriously, you know, like, I need to get through this. I need to get out of here, because who wants to spend their day in the post office? And you guys, everything is slow here. It is not fast at all. So the post office lady, I would be like, ugh, seriously. So I wasn't really thinking about it. And then one day I walk in and I hear the lady go, there she is. There she is. Susan went to sleep that fast. Oh, awesome, Bet. Don't wake her up. She needs to sleep. I sent you guys an extra boost. So many people may fall asleep, and that's okay because it's your body personality allowing yourself to relax and let go. So the lady would go, there she is, there she is. So she finally figured out, like she realized it was me, that I was knocking out the machines in the post office with my energy. You guys, I'm telling you. So then I had to have a little talk with my own energy and said, you know, and talk to the post office and say, hey, we need it to work. We've got to like do whatever we can do so that we don't knock out the post machines because we need to mail out, you know, my daughter's packages. So I knocked her out. I knocked Susan out the same way I knocked the post office out. It's all good, Bet. It is all good. So this is going to have that circle, those concentric circles on a napkin in here. I'm liking that. So I hope this gives you guys some ideas of what you can, I mean, you don't have to cover your junk mail. You can just paint it. But do you see, like, before you know it, I mean, look at where my journal is now. You guys know where it was when I started it. It's ridiculous. It's my life. Hi, Lisa! Okay, so this is what it is so far. I mean, I've got a ways to go. It's not finished by any means. And I'm going to add more pockets and I'll make some tags. But you guys get the idea, right? But you can turn your junk mail into any type of journal you want. Now, I can go back and I can collage on the other blank pages. I could also add some tags and journaling spots here. You know, it is a little hard to write on a napkin, so I may have to Mod Podge it if I want to. But it could just be a visual journal. It doesn't have to be a... But you see? This one, I've still got to work on that one. I haven't worked on that page yet. But you get the idea, right? And then I could add some tabs to it, and this one needs a pocket. So now you can see where you can, what you can make with your junk mail. I know it's all Carla's fault. We can blame it on her. Liz, you might want to go back and listen to the past hour. It was just energy work. We just did energy work. I know, it's all Carla's fault. The stamp is Carla Caged Fish's fault. We're all in love with it. And she also, if you go to her channel, she shows you how to make one out of fun foam. So I want you guys, you know, just to see that your creativity is not limited to your supplies. Okay? These are my ridiculous painty papers and some security envelopes and some paint and some more security envelopes and some circles. So I want you guys to know that you can do it too. It's not, you know, it's not, I have to go back and sew it together. I think I'm going to see if I can find some nice cord though. Maybe I'll put some beads on the outside. But it's got a ways to go. I mean, it needs tags and it needs some stuff. And it's just made from junk mail. Nothing perfect. So the rest of you that were here for the energy work, tell me what you guys are feeling, if anything. And it can be nothing. You don't have to have felt anything, you know. And that's fine too. You guys, there's no right or wrong, okay? There is no right or wrong. Malia says she feels like her current project is never going to end. Oh no. What kind of video for A2 envelopes? How to make A2 envelopes? Or what to do with them? I like this pinky thing, but I might like to do some stamping on it. Maybe I'll stamp some more of these circles on it. I have some hot pink. Somebody gave me all these crazy. You feel relaxed, Maria? Oh, I'm so glad. Yes, I made circles out of jar rings. I totally did. I don't have my jar ring stamps over here. I did. You were right. I have a whole box of them. I made circles out of jar rings. I do. If you can recycle it, I do it. What, this fits me better? What, this hot pink? It fits me much better? Is that what you're saying, Tanina? Yes, I make, you guys, every time, when you live on an island, you suddenly see, like, everything that you have that you would just, like, throw away. Like, sometimes I don't buy things anymore because I don't want to, I don't know what I'm going to do with the packaging, or it won't be recycled. I mean, it makes you just really self-aware of things that maybe you just wouldn't be aware of before. Yeah, I can show you how to make envelopes out of other stuff. Well, good night, Carla. We love you. Sleep good. We'll see you on Sunday. Hopefully I'll be done with my project and I can, oh, my paperwork ridiculousness, and I can join you on Sunday. It's like, feels like my whole life has been this paperwork I've been up to my ears in. What about the journal? This journal I'm making now suits me better. I will find I have some journals. Most of the journals that I make I give away, but I made one that I loved and I kept it. And my daughter said she saw it when but the boxes are in the attic. So Pat said to laugh, and she told you needed to save your junk mail and empty boxes for her. Good for her. Tell him, Pat. Noah, see, you're never going to be the same. Good night, Carla. We love you. The journal I'm making is is better. Well, I mean, it is quirky. I think I am probably a little bit more quirky than, but Carla was talking about your style. Like, what's your style? I think my style's trash. Danina says she's painting her junk mail now, and it's free, and she's loving it. Oh my gosh, you found 500 envelopes of windows for $1, Jamie? Oh my gosh. Oh, I can show you. I've made envelope journals. They're fun. Oh, good night, Lynn. Give the baby big hugs and kisses for us. Yeah, my style's kind of chaos too. You know, my style's trash. You know what, you guys, and I'm okay with it. You know what, when my kids were little, they used to call me a trash picker. Not that I would pick trash, but we lived in New York City, and if there was something cool somebody was throwing away, people in New York City definitely throw away some good junk. I would go for it. I would totally get it. I was not, I mean, it's going to end up in a landfill. Okay, I'm liking the circles on here. They're hot pink. So this friend of mine that moved off the island, she gave me all these crazy stamp pads, and I would never have bought a Brilliance pearlescent hot pink stamp. I just wouldn't. It does make you feel free, Danina. You don't have to spend any money on it, and you can just enjoy using it. Dawn says her style is simple and she likes details. I like that too. That's awesome. So, I mean, you know, I think for all of us, it's freeing to have, like, it's freeing. So I have this friend, and she left the island, and that's why I have that chartreuse green stamp. I have some other ones. I have some crazy, I have like a neon one, a neon orange one. I would have never, I don't know what her crafting style was, honestly. She used to do parties and had like a party planning business, so I'm assuming that that's what most of her stuff was from this party planning business that she had. But I honestly don't know, because I never really, you know, I didn't really, I wasn't in on it with her, you know what I mean? When she was here doing her thing, I was working a crazy full-time job, you know, so Lisa said her daughter came to visit her and tried to throw out her junk mail. Oh no, my kids know better. They better not touch my stuff. They better not. Yeah, right. They better not be touching my junk mail. Don't be touching my junk mail. My youngest daughter, she has her friends in our neighborhood like saving. Like she came home the other day and she goes, "Oh, Mom, I told them don't throw away their junk mail." And so she brought me all this junk mail that one of the neighbors was throwing her. She was visiting her little friend next door. I guess her mom was going through her mail, and mine was like, "Don't throw that away. My mom would love that." I'm sure they must think that I'm like whack, but oh well. It's okay. It's all good. It is all good. I'm good with it. Oh, Edna says her daughter collects stuff for her. Oh, Edna, that's awesome. That is so awesome. Mine do too. One of my daughters is very obsessive compulsive, and she does like to throw out some stuff, but she kind of leaves my stuff alone. Although she has suggested that I move my crafting space, so that's been the topic of conversation as of late. That I move my crafting space. So we're discussing it. Nothing is written in stone. We are discussing the moving of the crafting space. We are discussing it. It has not been written in stone yet. Okay, let me see if I like this. What's going on? Okay, here's one. And I'm going to put a tag in here. And then I should do something similar here so that I can put a tag in there. And then I have that. And I have this. And I have this. I need to work on that. I've got my security envelope, which I love. I've got to do something on this side. And this has 2 windows. So that's pretty cool. And then I've got paint and painty papers and then an envelope that I can decorate. And then, so can you imagine, Cassandra, if you could make these with your kids, with your kids? Your son, Jamie says her son told him she's a craft hoarder. You told him it's not possible? Oh. Lisa, I had the same conversation with my daughter. Lisa's saying her daughter calls it organizing it, like throwing out her junk mail. And then she says, Mom, how much junk mail do you need? And she says, all of it. I totally get it. Maria says her family's given up on telling her to throw it away. Now they collect it for you. Hey, that's awesome. Grace says her style is wishy-washy. I love that, Grace. I love you, Grace. You think this Queen of Diamonds that I used to paint needs to be glued in my journal? Okay. Oh, I just dropped it. I can glue it in my journal. This is how big my table is, you guys. Okay. I have a glass of tea on this side, and this is how big it is. What you see is the space. I can totally glue it in here. I should find I do have a stapler. I should find my Tim Holtz stapler. Or maybe I'll embellish it on Tuesday. Maybe I'll work on it a little bit more and embellish it on Tuesday. I have a whole pile of stuff to put in it, like tabs and tags, and this was just the ground. This was the beginning layering stage. So if you go and you watch Carla's videos on collaging, and she does a lot of glue booking, you know, I don't glue my stuff in a book. I make myself a journal. So I would make myself a journal like this, and I would use this as the base for my glue book. I'll definitely put this in. I did cut it for because I can't find my tool. I know where my tool is, but it's in a box in the bottom of my closet because I cleaned up everything. You made some envelope albums? Oh, that's awesome, Cassandra. Your mom saved the envelopes? You know, I made these journals with my youngest daughter, and she's 11 now, but I made them with her class a couple of years ago. we saved all kinds of junk mail, and we saved trash and packaging and different things, and we made in brown paper bags and stuff like that, and we made journals, and they really went to town, especially because they started viewing stuff that they were just throwing away or putting in the recycling as an art supply. And some of the kids came back after we'd made a couple of them, and they'd made some really cool books with it, especially out of the brown paper, brown paper bags, because that's what they give here is brown paper bags, or you bring your own. So they made a lot of really cool stuff. But, kids, and we collected food labels because I wanted them to see that they could use the food labels to collage with, and, it was fun. Oh my God, how's my calamari going? Well, my calamari was going really well until I decided that I was going to, I can't just do it like, oh, let me just calamari and get it like. So then I tried to bring all the stuff back in, and it doesn't fit. So then I had to take half of it back out. And so now I'm to the point of a deeper purge, like keeping only what I absolutely need and not anymore. And, that can be a little hard, as you guys all know, right? It can be a little bit hard. So I think on Friday, we can work on a little bit more on this junk mail journal. We can also, if you guys made one of these, we can also work on a more traditional journal. This is like the easiest thing. These are so fun and easy to make and to give as gifts. Calamari brings you laugh. I know, right, Maria? Maria was like looking up for crafting in calamari, you guys. Maria, I felt so bad. Maria's like, I keep Googling. I don't know that crafting in calamari. I thought calamari was squid. You're right. So I was doing super welly. So like the rest of my house is good. Like I went through my closets. They're good. My kitchen probably could use a little bit more calamari. Because I don't need to keep everything that I have. I could give it away or do something with it. The crafting thing is a little hard because I use so much. Maria, it was awesome. Because I use so many recycled things in my art. My space, if it was a little bigger, I would keep it all. But I'm getting better. I did purge and let go of a ton of books. I've gone through and I've made piles of things that I just absolutely can't let go of, and then things that it's okay if I let go of. That I know I'll always get more if I need it. So on Friday, we'll work a little bit more on this. I'll make some tabs and tags. I'll definitely get my little 10-point stapler and we'll staple some stuff in it. We could also do a couple of those power packs. So for those of you that are going to do the power pack, we could do some power pack cards. I know, Maria, me and my calamari, it's so funny. Pat is laughing so hard, her BP monitor is beeping. Oh no, you get... Pat! She's laughing about my calamari, okay? So the calamari story, for those that are new, is I've been doing the KonMari method, which is by Maria Kondo. It's the art of tidying up. It's the Japanese lady, Maria Kondo, and it's called KonMari. And I was on and on talking about it and on about how I was having difficulty because step one is cleaning out your closets and purging your clothes and all that sort of stuff. No problem. Step two is purging your books and papers. And I was saying I was an epic fail. I was a total epic fail because, look, if I'm keeping junk mail, in my book blocks, that from all my painted papers, right? So Susan was like, finally she's like, what is calamari? And in the middle of all this, and she's like, what is calamari? And everybody goes, squid. And then she thought I was saying calamari, that I was, instead of KonMari, that I was calamariing everything. So Susan has now, instead of the KonMari method, it is the calamari method. It is the calamari. My calamari is going well. I still need to calamari much more than I have, though. So Power Pack is an empowerment pack. It's a deck of cards, and I don't have any here on my table, but we're making an altered deck of playing cards that we will eventually swap in our group. And if you don't belong to our group, you can still swap. You just have to email me. And what it'll be is we're going to do it. We'll mail it out at the end of November. I think there is a video, Elizabeth, if you want to go back and listen. Yeah, so the Power Pack, and we're going to swap. So what everyone will do is you will mail me your Power Pack. Good night, Cassandra. Oh, you're not saying good night. Okay, ladies, how many of us remember when we could get those tiny staplers as school supplies? I know, right? You can get tiny staplers, but the staples are big. Yeah, and now you have to spend like $12 for a 10-hole one. So the Power Pack is a deck of cards, and it's an empowerment pack of deck of cards. And the only guidelines is that you could, if you don't have a deck of cards, you can make it out of 2.5 by 3.5 inch cards. It's the same size as an ATC. And you put a background. You do a background, a picture, an empowering picture of a woman or a family or whatever makes you feel empowered. And then either a statement or something, an empowerment word. And it's called a Power Pack. And so what everybody will do at the end of November is you'll mail me your Power Pack. So if you only make 10 cards, then you'll receive 10 cards back. But if you make a whole deck, you'll receive a whole deck back. And, you know, it's just a fun way for us to... So everybody will send them to me. I'll shuffle them all up, mix them all up so that you don't get any of yours back. And then you'll have your own empowerment pack. It'll be like a way for everybody to share their cards. So, their art. And the only guidelines are don't put any Mod Podge on them because they will stick together when you mail them to me. I'll let the person Mod Podge it themselves. I was looking to see if I had one on my desk. I have backgrounds of ones I've done, but none that are done. So these are some backgrounds that I made with my painty papers. So, and the other side's a card. So I still have to put the woman, the image of the woman, or the empowering woman, and some saying. So I've done I think 2 decks now. I think I've done 2, maybe going on 3. Super fun. Hi, Phaedra. Hi, Phaedra. I'm sorry, guys. My phone is ringing. Yes, you should sign your card. So on the front, you're going to have your woman, your saying, whatever's empowering to you. And then on the back, you'll put your name. You'll put your name and maybe your email, or so somebody knows who it's from and how they can get in touch with you if you want that. That's general. It's like where you would sign it on the back. So if you wanted to make this the front of your Power Pack, you could, and then the back, just write your name and your address, or your name and your email. Vicky's done a deck. I've done 2. I'm on my 3rd deck because I don't know how many people are going to send me, and I want everybody to get the equal amount back and not have any of their own. You were laughing as well, Noah? Oh, well, good. Hi, Phaedra. We're happy to see you. We're happy to see you. So that won't be until the end of November, so we have a lot of time to make it. It's not supposed to be stressful. So if you don't get a whole deck made, make as many as you can. You know, if you want to just send 10 to me, then you'll get 10 back, okay? Vicky's done a deck. That's awesome. Pat, I'm glad you're laughing. No, we're a little out there, but we're all good. Vicky's going to make 2 decks. You're working on your deck, Cassandra. Well, this is the thing, is whatever you send me is what you'll get back. So, but I just want to make sure that everybody gets, that everybody, like if you send in a whole deck, that you're going to get, you know, 52 different cards and they're not going to be yours, right? So it's all going to be dependent upon how many I get in, you know, so. Jamie says she's only doing it if she can get one made by the horse with no name. Okay, VA Pearl. Everybody wants one of your horse with no name cards. I agree, Jamie. I agree. So when you're making it, make sure you put your name and stuff on the back, okay? I am going to have a zillion cards, but Malia, it's much easier if we do that first of all, you know, I'll do the guidelines of it, but this is basically what it'll be. As I'll know when I go to the post office, if you're going to send one deck, I imagine it's probably $3 in postage. So you'll send me your deck with a prepaid, with $3 worth of stamps, okay? And if you live, obviously you'll live in Greece, and you'll just either have to tell me how to send it back to you in Greece or whatever. And I have to send some to Sarita in South Africa. So then what I'll do is I'll mix it all up. Sarita and Marcy in South Africa want to participate. So then I'll mix them all up, and with the postage that you guys send me, I'm going to send it all back to you. So that all my job is going to be to do is just to make sure that you don't get any of your cards back, and that everybody gets a bunch of different ones. Now we'll have a zillion cards, but it'll be kind of fun. You know, it'll be fun to see everyone's art, and then it'll be better that I do that than everybody send, you know, than everybody sends out, you know, 3 cards to 25 to 20 people or whatever, you know. It'll be better that way. And cheaper in the long run, I think. If you mail one deck and then you get one deck back, then sending 3 people 20 cards, 20 people 3 cards, you know. I don't know. We'll see how it works. Maybe it'll be the one and only time I do it. Okay, my lovelies. I love you guys so much. So let's one more time. Plant your feet on the floor and breathe in the love. Receive the love. And give the love. And receive the love. And give the love. And receive the love. And give the love. I love you, my girls. You have no idea what you mean to me. Head on over to our Facebook group. Give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed hanging out. Hang on over to our Facebook group, Crafting Mamas. And for those of you that want to participate in helping the Puerto Rican relief effort, look for Edna's sister's address and also the one that Ash posted. And there'll be some guidelines on if you want to send a package directly. It's not money. You just send a box of food. And it's in a flat rate postage box. And you would send stuff that can be sent. Canned goods, tuna, salmon, chicken, things that they can eat that's easy like that. All right, my lovelies, you guys go and have a wonderful crafty week. Know that I love you. For those of you that want to come back and listen to this energy work, all you need to do is come back again, give your conscious consent, and you receive it every time. All right, as always, from my heart to your heart, I'm sending you so, so, so much aloha. Good night, everybody. Love, love, love. Huge love.